What else has been going on, man?
With me?
Yeah.
Going to the gym.
Going to the gym?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did 103 stories today.
Good. So then you can do the Tunnel of Towers with me next year.
Do I have to wear gear?
No, you're not a firefighter. You don't wear gear.
True. Maybe I will do it then.
You just
I'm literally just training the entire year just to do that. How many stories is that total?
It was 110 stories, so it was like
I'm fucking right about there.
1,084 steps, I think it was.
Right about there.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
I'm going for 110 tomorrow or next
Yeah.
time I go to the gym. But yeah, I mean, I probably would do it. I should do it. I should be making better life choices. Like, don't eat fried food.
We're here for a good time, not a long time, right?
True, which is why I have been eating fried food.
Yeah. You never know.
I know. I look at the salad. I'm like, well, salads are actually
Salad's
really
pretty
good.
good.
It is really good.
That's
If you
what I
make
That
it
heard.
salad
right.
upstairs looks
Yeah.
really smack.
You can have some,
I'm
too.
probably gonna steal some
Yeah.
when these
That's
burgers are
fine.
done. I'm not gonna
It's
lie.
because like you just put in a lot of stuff that tastes good into
Exactly.
it. Like, you have the lettuce.
I don't
but
even
then
hate lettuce. Like,
add
I don't
more.
hate salads. I don't know what it is
depends
about
on the lettuce because he
that,
likes
that baby lettuce.
Well, he likes like
Yeah.
mixed greens, like with the red stuff, and I'm like,
I
No, I'm not
literally
a
eat
fan.
it's just so
any
bitter
salad
to me.
except for spinach. I'm
I
not,
like
Really?
not a fan of spinach.
Whereas I would love this.
Really?
I
I
love
love
spinach.
spinach.
Yeah,
Not a fan.
like fresh baby spinach is
Yeah.
so good. Little baby leaves. Oh,
I love. Okay.
so good. But like, I don't know why I always hate the idea of getting a salad. I'm always like, I'm not gonna get a salad. It's not gonna be enough. But like, usually the salad you get is huge.
Yeah.
Like you get a giant salad with like you get like grilled chicken in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's all based on what you put in it, but like you can also make anything a salad. Like you could literally make taco salads.
Taco salad's so good.
It is literally taco without the shell.
Yeah.
Like,
And it's
you
not
can
even
just
that
make
bad for
anything.
you, really.
No, it's keto.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna go keto again.
I
But-
fucking hate my life.
Too much effort. But because every time I get a salad, my favorite thing to do in a salad is get like fruit in there.
Yeah.
I've noticed. I love like craisins.
Craisins.
Yep.
Craisins in salad is like my weakness. That's why I've also come to love like Raisin Bran cereal.
Really?
Because like you get the
I've always
little
loved it.
morsels of raisin in there, and it just like breaks the monotony of
Yeah.
the plain
It's literally
ass.
just candied raisins.
A little bit of slivered almonds in there.
So good.
I like sunflower seeds in mine, and some because I love sunflower seeds.
I was gonna say it's just because you love sunflower
but it's
seeds.
just that crunch. Like
Yeah, I like walnuts
Yeah.
in mine.
I don't like walnuts.
Walnuts aren't my. I like walnuts by themselves. Like I could eat them like by themselves, but I don't really like them in things. I don't like most things with like nuts in them.
Carrot cake?
With nuts, no. See, I prefer it without.
Really?
Nuts. I prefer because it's something about like the squishy and then the crunchy texture.
Huh.
Same with a salad. Like it's all like crispy and then you get a crunchy. Like
Really?
it doesn't sit well with me.
But that's like I
Brownies,
told him that I
pecans.
wanted a salad spinner, like a lettuce spinner,
Yeah.
because when we wash the lettuce, he just like throws it in the bowl and it's just stopping wet, and it's.
Can't do that.
I
not
Have you ever
something
watched
that-
F is for Family?
Shake it out. I shake it
Yeah.
out really hard
No, you
over
don't.
the sink.
Have
And
you
then
ever
you
watched
break
F is for Family?
Yeah.
You ever seen the one where she makes
Yeah.
the salad spinner?
Yes, you have.
I'm
It's just
sure
like-
I
it's like
have.
a
I've
bowl
seen it
that
all.
goes in a bowl,
There you
and
go.
then like, or you can like press it down.
Get one.
and it just like
Just make
shakes
one and
out
you
the
put your like
Put your
impact
drill on it.
driver on it. You probably spin it like 11,000 RPMs.
Yeah.
The lettuce will come out like it'll shred itself through the holes. It'll go so fast.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Put a die grinder on it. 20,000 RPMs.
I'll just go
Salad
to TJ
spinner
Maxx.
for men.
DeWalt. DeWalt
DeWalt.
salad spinner.
Made out of solid stainless.
I'll just go to TJ Maxx and buy one for $3.
No,
Call
no,
it a
no.
day.
We're gonna make a half-inch drive.
I'm gonna spend $50 to make a salad spinner.
It's got like a fucking
We're talking
hardcore,
to
like,
men.
hardcore seal bearing.
And
in
this
the-
is why
Then what were we-
You know how difficult it is to try and find a fucking house plant that's not toxic to cats or dogs? We're literally in Home Depot.
Since you're saying
you
that,
did it by
I'm
yourself,
assuming
and I
it's
was
very
surprised.
difficult.
Yeah.
Because I was with you the other night and you were looking at all of them. And
Yeah.
then you went again, apparently, and it took even
Well,
longer.
this
Well-
is how I know you're a winner. When he literally texted me, he's like, "I'm just leaving Lowe's. I got you a gift." I'm like, "Is it a plant?" I was so excited. He literally spent time looking for a plant that idiot and then that fucking idiot won't eat. Specifically that one, the little white one. Because literally all she does is eat my plants, and I want to murder her. But maybe I'll just buy a toxic one next time.
Just one that
you can't
not super toxic, just enough to make her regret it.
She's lucky I love her too much.
Maybe she would like learn if she ate one that made her sick, but not
She's
kill
not
her.
gonna learn.
Yeah, that's right. She's like a kitten. She's just gonna be like, wow, I really feel bad after eating that. Maybe if I eat more of it.
I'll feel
Yep.
better.
No,
Build up a tolerance.
Maybe isn't that how everyone is with alcohol?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Every time you drink a lot of alcohol, you're like, I'm never ever
Oh, yeah.
doing that again. But then you're like, maybe more will make it. When you're
But it
drunk,
does sometimes,
when you're drunk
though.
and you're like, you know what, I need some more.
Yep.
And you actually feel better.
Yeah, because you're so drunk that you're
Alcohol works
forgetting
in
you're drunk.
mysterious ways.
Yeah, except for the next day. Or
I
like
have
3
actually
o'clock that
never
morning.
Have really
Or if
bad
you're me.
hungover.
3 o'clock that morning.
Fucking 5 beers done. Which I mean, it's a good thing.
Yeah, it is. Cheap date.
Yeah. We went to Brown's last night.
How was that?
Oh, dude. Never disappoints. Yesterday was the release of their Alimo pumpkin ale or pumpkin beer that they have. Really good.
So we'll have to go back again, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I got a 4-pack. We might bust one open tonight. But they have this wrap. I don't know if you ever had it. It's called the smokestack wrap. It's like roast turkey and like cheese and this cranberry aioli inside.
Sounds
Dude,
fantastic.
It is unbelievable.
I
And it
like-
comes with the Saratoga chips. So good.
Yeah, I haven't been there in so long. I think the last time I went there was with I think it was when we went with your family.
And Mike wasn't invited.
Yeah, well,
So
was
Mike
he not
wasn't-
invited?
He
or was
wasn't
he
even
not here?
home. He wasn't even home. Yeah.
I was in the fucking Middle East.
It was when you were a replacement Mike for like 11 months.
I was just like, hey, what's up? I have similar ideologies to Mike,
Right.
therefore I am the replacement Mike.
You were a replacement Mike for 11 months,
Sit in.
literally. So who would
Look-
my mother call? She'd call Freddie for things instead of calling you.
Just fucking the video.
The
all
entire this entire footage is just gonna be like the whole thing's gonna be an earthquake. Because Louis just keeps walking underneath it and slapping it with his tail,
You're fucking it up.
killing the place,
This is my house. I do what I want.
taking everything with him. Louis,
His foot's stuck.
Go lay down. You good boy.
I'm gonna get caught on everything. It's like,
Yep.
you know what? They'll pay attention to me if I unplug everything.
We're only at 140 degrees.
Isn't that like close to what we want though?
150 was pretty much rare.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, you're back. Oh, hi.
I will lick you.
Are you gonna say hi to the people? I don't know who the people are, but you're gonna say hi to them.
Oh,
And he
okay.
said,
Bye bye.
He's like, oh, you're gonna take a picture? I'm done.
Yep, I'm
That's
done.
it. I'm done. I'm not doing that again. Until 30 seconds later when you're not prepared.
Buddy.
Chill,
beating
dude.
beating me with
chill.
his tail.
Okay, there. Good.
There.
Sit.
Good boy.
I know last episode it was funny. He was like just over there like just completely docile. Smack.
Poor boy.
Poor pup.
I feel like he hits his head more so than
He's
anything
got like
else.
2 brain cells, and one is cheeseburgers and one is lick.
Yep. Literally is.
I'm gonna lick you, and I'm gonna lick the cheeseburger.
Yep.
3, because then the third one's literally just pissing you off.
We should have named him Randy.
We fucked up.
Yeah, like it's never too late.
Yeah.
Hey, Randy.
3 years later, we're just changing your name.
Greasy.
Didn't we say like the next dog? Our third dog is gonna be Randy. Because
Frig off.
That's all we're gonna say to them.
done.
He's done.
Bye.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna try and get through the cat door.
I'm gonna go eat the cheeseburgers.
Look at the
Yep.
cat watch him too. She's like, "What the fuck are you
Don't
doing?"
you dare go through my door.
Don't fuck with my door.
She's literally ready to attack.
Oh, speaking of that, installing a cat door
Pain, right?
on a door, dude, awful. I
you
wanted
have
to just literally take the door and throw it into the woods.
So like all you think that you'd have to do is just cut out a square and put the cat door
No.
in. No.
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 I definitely should have bought an oscillating tool instead of the Sawzall that I bought, but
More precise.
we still made it work.
Yeah.
I took the
It
fucking.
doesn't look bad.
I took the whole dozer,
Started it.
all 4, punched the center out. Wasn't anywhere near big enough. So I had to take the Sawzall, round it out around, make it bigger. Still wasn't big enough. Literally drilled holes, trying to because there was 4 screws, one in each corner.
Yeah.
And they had to fit perfectly through the door, and they weren't the same width as the inner insert of the door. So they were separate from that part. So you had to drill them separately, and they were all fucked up. I had to drill 100 times. The fucking hole ended up being that big. But
You should have recorded that whole thing so I could have seen it.
yeah, we made it work though. It looks.
it
It,
looks- it
works.
looks
It,
you
looks
never
pretty
know.
good.
You
Yeah.
never know. You just beat the door with a sickle.
We
for-
literally like he broke
Yep.
off the like outer
Like
layer of the door.
The bottom, like
Yeah.
So
fibrous
what
trim.
does he do? He picks it up, like the little thin paper-like pieces, and then just nail guns it. Right
Tried to
back
brad
into
nail it together,
Yep.
and then you like paint over it, put a little like Gorilla Glue, like construction adhesive, and like smooth it up. Didn't work.
But you can't tell. Like it's just so low to the ground unless you're literally getting
Yeah,
on the
nobody's gonna
ground
know.
and like
Yeah.
looking at it and be like, you fucked up the
So
door.
whenever you buy a house and you're like, how did this stuff end up like this? Now you know how.
Yep.
So we apologize
always-
to the future homeowners. We just recommend buying a whole new door, please. Just
Nah,
do
it's
it.
good to go.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
I'm gonna recommend buying a new door.
You
We
don't
also-
tell them about it.
We also, I cleaned a chimney for the first time ever.
This one.
Yep. Took the top cap off. We have a chimney brushed all the way down, and vacuumed out. Took all the pipes apart, vacuumed out all those, brushed them out. They were filled
it-
with. You could tell that it hasn't been cleaned.
It
in
probably
years.
never was.
Well, like there was like
Yeah.
newspaper in the thing, and it hasn't been like used since like 2016. So it's been at least 5 years.
So I would absolutely. Is it still in there? Did you get rid of
Oh,
all
there's
that
some
stuff?
paper right there in that little bucket.
I
Yeah.
would have absolutely burned what was in there. Probably would have burned so good.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Drier to cork. It
Yep.
would have burned like instantly.
Mm-hmm.
I
Creosote.
feel like it's a
sweeper.
newer like install. Like I don't think that's original to the house. I feel like they did it like in the late 2010s because it's like
in
looking
good
at
shape.
the manual. Yeah, it's in good shape. It's not really. They didn't really use it. I feel like.
Yeah.
Probably not. I don't think they were ever. Well, except for when maybe they were, because they said they had like a business set up down here, right?
Yeah, and I really
I
think
don't
that it
know.
was like the 2010s when they probably installed it after the husband had died. Is my guess. Are you shut up? It's not like he's haunting the fucking thing. God.
Or is he? Ghost
Alright, I'm out.
Adventures. My name is Zach Bagans.
And I am the host of Halloween cooking competition.
He is.
Is he really?
Oh yeah.
No!
Halloween.
Come
Wars.
on!
Yeah, dude. He's
This
sold out.
guy.
Yeah.
Well, he
he's
still has
sold out
Ghost
years ago.
Adventures.
Yeah, of course. He was like,
He still has the show.
why aren't you haunting me?
My name is Zach Baggins.
I hit the gym today, and I want you to try and possess me. And then, like 30 seconds later, he's like, "Dude, I just wanted to stab you in the neck." Like, I'm not gonna now.
Have you ever actually watched that show?
Yes.
It's
'Cause, like-
extremely entertaining, but not in like the realistic sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, didn't he come over to Cambridge?
They were definitely
No.
in Bennington.
It wasn't
Ghost Hunters.
Ghost Hunters came to Cambridge.
Ghost Hunters. Yes,
They did
not
the
Ghost
Cambridge Hotel.
Adventures.
Yeah.
They did the Cambridge Hotel,
Yeah.
and they didn't get anything.
So did Gordon Ramsay though. So I mean,
Gordon
come
Ramsay did
on.
too. We're famous.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Home of the
Cambridge-
pile of mode.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
It's so funny because you see people like in that, like, and they were like,
Yeah.
it's so weird.
Yep.
Because that was Hotel Hell, right?
Yeah.
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 Look at it now. It's a old folks home.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
worked out for him.
Yeah, that really went far. I think he actually did like a remodel, didn't he, or
Yeah.
something? And then
Yeah.
like
Yeah, they did like one room and then like, but that's
That
like
was
how
it.
all the shows are. Is like you do one room and like they're supposed to mimic that one room for everything else.
yeah, because they're not
And
going to
then they
rebuild
fuck
the
up.
whole place for him.
Yeah.
And then then it closes
But
down.
it's so
Yep.
sad to see because it's such a beautiful building. Because like obviously I've been there multiple times because that's literally all the calls we get because they also don't have any staffing who know what the fuck they're doing.
Big surprise.
Yeah, shocker.
Limited staffing.
Literally 2 people
Hmm.
at night they have for an entire nursing home.
Sounds
about
familiar.
I bet the 2 people that work there are probably winners too.
Oh yeah, But yeah, no, like it's such a beautiful place. Like you walk in and they still have the grand staircase,
Yeah.
and it's so pretty inside. And it's so sad to see that like it couldn't have been something better than a nursing home. I mean, I'm glad it is because old people need places to live too. But
Old people are people too, you know.
literally, but like
Still human.
it's sad to see like it's turned into that instead of like I would rather see it like a museum. I mean, obviously it's not gonna be like you can't operate as a hotel because like who wants to come to Cambridge?
A lot of people.
Surprising amount.
A lot of people.
Like when
I'm
it
like,
was there, a lot
why?
of people wanted to go for that, and then the covered
Wow.
bridge that they just put back. Mm-hmm. They just put that bridge back.
I saw they were working on it
Yeah.
the other day.
They fully restored it, and that's still isn't that the smallest covered walking bridge in America left?
Probably, yeah.
Like, I think that's like
Original,
literally the
yeah.
claim to fame. Yeah, the last original small walking bridge. I'm like, of all places, it's in
Yeah, right.
Cambridge.
I know.
Well,
It-
it's
by the eye doctor.
Yeah.
What?
Well, it's like that lady on TikTok, the one that like she cleans like the headstones on everything. And we were just watching last night. She's got like 1.5 million followers or something like that, and she will like clean the headstone and like that's the video, but she tells the story of not just the person but like their family. And she's like out of like Bennington, but she comes to Salem. She comes to, I think she's been in Cambridge once, but like it's just kind of cool to see that she's coming to like this little known area and actually kind of taking care of things like not even like belong to her. I don't know. It's just kind of cool, like how people are like that. Whereas me, I could give two fucks about anything.
Wow.
Oh,
I think
Okay.
that would
Such a
be
caring
really
person.
awesome to do, honestly.
go for it.
Especially like learning the history of people, not only like the
But what if you
place
got
where you live,
haunted?
but the fucking people like where you live. I'm really interested in that.
But what if they follow you home and they haunt you?
Yeah.
I don't. That should be a whole topic. Is haunting stuff. That
I
should
mean,
be a whole-
Halloween episode coming up.
Yeah, I'm gonna set myself out for that one.
I got you,
Genius.
don't worry.
Okay, I'm telling you because that's clickbaity right there.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
It's
no,
like that-
I'll be in it just for the humor.
season.
It's
Literally.
Spooky season.
Well, like I freaked Mike out the other day because on our cameras you can actually like talk through the cameras,
I scared the fuck out of me.
and I should have recorded it and I didn't.
I'm out there picking shit up, and then I hear Mike, and I'm like, "Fuck you!" I look up at the camera, I can see the little IR lights on, so like I know she's watching me. Fuck
That's-
you!
That's awesome.
Scared the fuck out of me. My heart went into my throat, and I was like, "Oh god."
Does Matt still have that video of the time that he fucked with you at work?
Yeah.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, that was brilliant. I didn't know about that until the wedding.
Yeah,
Love that
it's a great video.
Yeah.
Thanks, Matt.
It was awesome.
Yep. Thanks again.
Fuck this. I can see it. I can literally see it now.
Yeah, so for anybody who doesn't fucking know what we're talking about, Thanksgiving, it's like 2019, I think. Working, one of three people working all alone, down in the South. And can't go to my mom's because my mom lives in Vermont. Can't stop at my dad's because my dad's going to my grandfather's, Rensselaer County. So just driving around all alone by myself on Thanksgiving, but who cares? So Matt said, "Hey, I'll bring you a couple plates of food. I know you're alone, and I know you could probably enjoy the food." So I said, "Awesome, sweet." So he's like, "All right, I'll leave them in the refrigerator at the office." I said, "Okay." So I get there. It's about 7:00 at night. Don't see anybody there. Pull up like I normally do. Walk into the station and walk back to the fridge. I'm like, "Oh fuck!" There's like 3 plates. There's like 2 plates full of food, and there's a plate full with like fucking desserts. So I grab the plates out. I start dishing it onto like a paper plate to microwave it. So I do that. As I'm doing that, my phone rings at my desk. And it says the last names of 2 guys that I work with in the same station. So like some phone in the station is calling my phone. So I answer it. Nobody's there. I'm like, oh, that's weird. So I hang it up. I'm like, well, maybe it was one of my buddies who works up north because I had called him and he didn't answer. Maybe he was calling me back and maybe the phone directory just messed up. I don't know. So I'm like, okay. So I put the food in the microwave. It's going. And so I give that guy a call. I'm like, hey, did you just call me? No, I didn't call you. Well, the weirdest thing just happened, dude. Like, I'm sitting here dishing out food and get a call from Whitney Davidson, like just right around the corner, So I look around the corner, look at both of their desks, don't see anybody. So now I'm getting freaked out. I turn on the lights. I'm like, oh, fuck this. And then next thing you know, I hear this otherworldly, loud as fuck, blood-curdling female scream come from the back room of the office. And I'm on the phone with Kyle still, and I just scream, fuck this! And I fucking bolt out the door. I don't even run to my car. I run straight to fucking State Route 22, like where the cars are driving by. Holy fuck. I'm like shaking at this point. Because nobody was in the station.
Right.
Like I didn't fucking see anybody. And like that place is creepy as it is when you're in there by yourself and it's all creaky and you hear sounds and shit. Oh, fuck that. But yeah, didn't even run to the fucking road. So I'm telling Kai, I'm like, just heard the fucking scream. Like, I can't even breathe at this point. He's like, just get in your car. So I'm like, all right. So I run, get in my fucking car, slamming in reverse, fucking peel out, slamming and drive, fly down the road. And I don't even know what to do at this point. Like, I just
What
want to
was that?
yeah. So Kyle's like, "Oh my god, just fucking head up here, whatever." So all right, so shut my phone off. A couple minutes later, I get a text. Ha 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 ha. That was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life from my buddy Matt. So I'm like, what? So I go back to the station, and he's fucking parked out back. Like, and he came in through the back door. No idea he was out there. He was sitting in the station with all the lights off when I got there. So I don't fucking think anybody's there. He fucking went on YouTube, looked up female ghost scream, and had the fucking volume up on his computer as loud as it would go. Dude,
Genius.
it's fucking it fucking scarred me. It literally-
I probably believe it. Like, I don't even have any fears about any of that, but I'd be like, I would have ended up like
fuck.
shooting at somebody.
I'm surprised I didn't.
Blow the wall right down. Dump the mag.
No, that was probably the scariest I've ever been in my life. Besides the time when I was like a little kid. This is another story. I was a little fucking kid, and my mom lived with my grandparents at this point in their trailer, and it was my mom's weekend. I was with my mom. We were laying in bed, and we just got done watching some like, I don't know, some dumb kids scary movie, probably like fucking Halloween Town or something.
E.T.
No.
That's your biggest fear right there.
Beetlejuice or something like that. So, just get the lights shut off, and all of a sudden we hear this, and my mom tries to flick on the light, but flicks it on and off a bunch of times on accident. So I'm like, oh boy, lights are flickering, big explosion, fucking nuclear bombs going off. I'm gonna die. So.
Massive
Funniest fucking thing. My mom was a hero. She jumps up. She's like, "What's going on?" She sees it. Fucking CO2 tank from one of my paintball guns blew up. Just decided to blow up. And it was fucking pissing CO2 all. And she fucking grabs it and runs outside with it and throws it. I'm like, holy fuck! I thought we were gonna die, Mom. That was probably the second most scared I've ever been.
I don't know if I've ever really been extremely scared.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I can remember a time that I like literally was like freaked out. Like, where I was like just losing my mind. Probably the scariest thing I ever did was probably roll in that car.
Yeah.
That was probably the most adrenaline rush I've ever had.
Yeah,
but it's
definitely.
funny because like it still wasn't like scarring to me. Like
Yeah.
I wasn't even like worried about it. I was like, that was kind of cool. I was like, cause I was okay. It was kind of cool.
Right.
I was like,
Once that initial shock.
I wish I could do that again, but like in a controlled environment, like where like I
Yeah.
knew I was gonna come out the same way. It actually was pretty cool to experience. But I'm also like a nutcase with most things like that.
Yeah.
Like I'm really trying to think of a time that I was like actually like scared or worried or really even as a kid. Like I had moments where it was like your normal little freakouts. But I can't think of any that I was like actually like traumatizingly scared that I can remember.
Yeah, like overseas and shit, whenever anything would happen, like I wouldn't be like, that doesn't scare me. But like if you fucking start fucking around with ghosts and shit, like, I'm out. Nope.
That's it.
Nope. Done.
The supernatural.
I
Nope.
feel like I have like an irrational fear, and I don't remember it, but like I know
Snakes.
the story of it. Like I don't remember it. I
Nah,
think it's
right.
just so ingrained in my head how like when my dad's terrified of snakes too. My mom had like read this newspaper article about like some woman finding a snake in her toilet, like down in Texas
Oh,
or
there
something
you
like
go.
that.
Yeah. That
So-
happens a lot in the South.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. But my dad's like deathly terrified, like I am. And he works in a mill, so he was working the night shift, and she thought it would be funny, like to get a rubber snake and like put it in the toilet when he would come home. Because that was
Oh
like
my
the first thing
God.
that he always did when he'd come home in the morning, is he would go to the bathroom. Well, like, so she did that, and you know, obviously I was a toddler at the time. I was being potty trained at this time. And
Here goes
so
little T.
literally, so she's laying in bed because she heard him pull in, and she always wakes up at that time. And she's laying in bed and she's like waiting for him to like react. And all of a sudden, like she hears me call for my father, and he's like, "Do you have to go to the bathroom?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So he takes me to the bathroom. And who's the one that finds the rubber snake? Me. And then my father obviously is pissed off at my mom because he thought that she was doing it to prank me and not him. So I don't remember it, but I think like that's where my fear of snakes comes from because
Probably.
my mother
Yeah.
traumatized me like most
Definitely.
mothers do.
That could be it.
Did your
like-
dad scream too?
Probably. No.
Let me change this here. Whoa.
Yeah, it's super low.
No, I don't know. Have you ever seen my father freak out? Like, not scared, but like just
I couldn't
pissed
really
off.
imagine him getting
Oh, yeah.
anything more than a normal, like, yeah, like he's just so like I couldn't
Yeah.
imagine like
Very
he'd be like,
monotone.
I'm terrified.
I don't know.
She
though.
opens it up. Huh.
No, my dad
Scared.
freaks out. Actually, I don't even think I've ever seen my father freak out. And like not in a bad way, like in an excited way. Like I've seen him like happy moments, like literally when my brother like would score a touchdown, he would literally run down the sideline with my brother and like just freaking out, like jumping. And you know, my dad's like 6'5", so like, going 7 feet in the air. But, like,
Happy
yeah.
freakouts.
Literally.
Oh, here we go.
There's
Hold on.
Louis. And then there's a Louis freak out. I don't know
he's
though. Like,
licking me.
being scared for your life though, I think in recent memory I can only like remember 2 things. First one was the motorcycle accident, and I don't think I was scared because I was hurt. I was scared because of how pissed off he was going to be about it.
That's a logical.
Because literally he
The
showed up.
it's logical.
Literally, because I was like,
Yeah.
oh, my options are: do I call 911 or do I call Mike? I was like, let's do
911
Mike.
or do I call 911?
Literally, but you had just gotten off work, so it doesn't matter. And then literally, as soon as he shows up, get in the fucking truck. That's all he's saying to me. As I'm crying, I'm sorry.
It's
He's
like-
just get in the fucking truck. Just
Reminds
get
me,
in there.
reminds me of that movie we watched years ago. I can never find like what the movie was, but he's like, fee, fi, fo, fuck. Get in the back of the fucking truck.
Yeah, literally.
That was literally Mike.
Literally.
And then, like, on the way to the hospital, Mike, he's just not saying anything. He's just shut up. Shut up. Just shut up.
I
As
was
I'm
very
crying.
I was very angry.
Yeah, that's fun.
Just gotten off of work. You know, like at midnight shift. 2:30 or no, it's like I don't know, 12:30 in the fucking
Morning.
It was 12:30. It was like 12:30 in the morning.
yeah. And
Yeah. Louis remembers too. Remembers mom coming home with her face all deformed.
yeah, not happy.
It's okay. It's better now. We're fine. You
Yep.
still married me afterwards, so I guess it's fine. It worked
You
out.
did the typical whiskey throttle.
I did without a helmet on.
Popped the clutch.
Yeah, that'll do it.
and No damage to the bike. No property damage. No damage to the bike.
I don't know
took
how the hell
I
you
know.
didn't damage the bike at all.
literally like the cap off the front light popped off, and that was it.
I literally never have
No
dropped my bike
scratches,
and it's
nothing.
damaged.
I must have like rolled under it like when it happened.
Yeah, you took the
You
like
took
I
the
literally
pass.
had to have rolled
Your
under
face.
it.
You were the
My
airbag
face-
for the bike.
My face took
Yeah,
the brunt of
literally.
it.
Yeah, I
That
literally
was fun.
my bike when I like because it's so heavy. Like my bike
Yeah.
is so like just road couch heavy. The only times I've ever laid it down are literally like when I'm like at a standstill. Like I was going out of a driveway once and there's like rocks. I was like, come on, and it rolled over a rock and like slid, and it was like and I was just like laid it down gently because if you lay it down like the kickstands like hold it on purpose. So I was just like and just hopefully nobody saw that. And then the other time was I was in Bennington and I was going to work and I went. I forget. I took like a weird way took a long way for like a scenic route to work, and I was coming down by like where the big chair used to be, like on that like down down Harwood Hill.
yeah.
And I was coming, and I went to. Oh, the reason I went that was I was gonna stop at like the metal shop and like ask them about like if they had like scrap metal I could pick up a different day. And I missed it, so I was like, shit. So I went to turn around, and I looked forward, and I was good. So I was like, well, when this light turns green and this car in front of me goes, I'm going to turn. But it was like just a light. It only was supposed to go this way. So but the guy in front of me, like I started to turn, and the guy in front of me like didn't move. And then he like turned to like do the same thing I was going to do. But like I stopped. And then he like went forward. So I'm already like, come on. So I go to turn, and then this guy did a U-turn in front of him and literally came back and almost hit me.
Oh, jeez.
So I like slammed on the brake on the yellow line and like dropped it on the ground because I was like, I didn't want. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, I almost chased him down and beat him with my helmet because like he could have clearly saw me because like I was kind of paying attention like behind me.
Yeah.
'Cause I didn't want anybody to come around me and like hit me. And I looked ahead. I'm like, okay, nobody's coming this way, so I'm good. So I'm like this. And then I go and I look and I see him coming towards me. I'm like, where? How did you even do that fast?
Wow.
But
Yeah, see, I think I know I made the decision to put the bike down because I literally saw the fence coming. I was like, I'm either going to go through the fence or I got to put this bike down. And I'm like, yeah, it's going down.
Yeah, you're better off putting it
Like,
down.
I did it myself. I was like,
Most
yeah.
most bike solutions, honestly, are to drop the bike.
Drop the bike.
You're supposed to low side it and just send it. Because, like, if you go straight into it, it's going to be way worse than if you
Yeah.
just drop it and slide. Because you can hop on the bike and, like, slide on the bike. Versus if you go head first into a car,
Ejection is way worse.
you're going,
Oh, I totally
or
slid.
you're
Yeah.
going directly into it.
Yep.
So you're better off, like, sliding on it sideways.
Fun fact, we actually just threw away the clothes that I was wearing that night with my skin still intact to them. That
Fucking
was fun.
shredded Stewart's uniform.
I love it.
Literally just completely shredded. I threw away the sneakers finally, too. Not that I was ever going to wear them again. I don't know why I kept them.
Well, you ruined your one chance to learn how to ride a bike.
Yep.
Dang it. Going back to all that, scariest moment of my life
By
was
water.
when I literally almost drowned
Not even fire.
at a fire scene. Yeah,
How?
literally. So there was a couple of, so it was me, one of my lieutenants, my chief, and then another member. We were all on the line and we were on the back of the house. And we were just hitting it from the ground up. I had my lieutenant was in front of me on the nozzle. I was his backup. And then I had my chief was standing next to us, kind of just monitoring the whole thing. And then we had our third guy behind me. And so we're getting ready to shut down. We were going to go back over to the side of the house. And another fire company were in the front of the house and they had their tower on. They had their bucket and everything like that. And they were going to hit the roof and it was going to come down, whatever. They were going to hit it from the roof. Well, literally, as soon as we shut down the nozzle, we just get hit. And my first instinct is like, I'm like, shit, something happened. It's our line, like, because you've seen the videos, like when fire hoses
Yeah.
go wild, they literally just
Yeah.
fucking shoot all over the place. So I'm like reaching for our line, thinking that it's ours because I was gonna shut it down, and it took me a minute. And I'm just gonna hit with water. It's literally hitting my chest. So much pressure of water hitting your chest that you just can't literally expand your lungs, and then
Right.
it's coming up and going down my throat and everything like that, and I
Lovely.
couldn't breathe. Well, finally, like it just shuts off for a second, literally just a split second, and then we get hit a second time. Well, come to find out what had happened was it was that tower company, it either like they just missed the roof or it went through a hole in the roof and it just hit us directly.
Just all came towards you.
But it knocked all four of us back at least a solid 5 to 10 feet. Well, my chief is this big ass guy. Like he is easily 6'7", 250 pounds. And then you have two men and myself, and it pushed all four of us back. Knocked my pack off, which the packs are, like 35 pounds. They're a heavy fucking thing. They hook in the front like a seatbelt does. Mm-hmm. It literally took my entire pack off, like took my helmet off. My helmet went flying back, hit the guy behind me in the head. He ended up slicing open his eye. My lieutenant that was on the nozzle ended up jumping on top of me to try to take the force of it. Literally scariest moment of my life. I couldn't breathe, and I just literally felt like I was drowning standing up, and there was just nothing I could do. We ended up going back, and there was like probably a good 2-foot hole dug from just the water pressure, and the
Yeah.
fact that it hit all four of us was insane. Literally scariest moment of my life. In
that's
recent
insane.
memory, right there was just
Like, you would never think that would happen.
no,
Yeah.
like literally. And of course, the guy that split his eye open is the Washington County safety officer. Like that's like his title. He's like, this is outside my jurisdiction. I can't do anything because we were over in Schuylerville.
Yeah, he's
I was
like, yeah, never coming here again.
But you know what? That solidified my thing for him because he was like, I'm never gonna on a truck without you. Because as soon as it happened, he was over on the side where the rest of us were in the back fence. Like we got pushed into the fence, and I immediately went over to him and like I picked him up off the ground. And I mean, the guy's probably my size, so he's not that big. But like, he's like, you didn't leave me behind. He's like, everyone else was too worried about themselves. He's like, the first thing you did was came to me. He's like, I'm never getting on a truck without you again. I'm like, okay, thanks. I was like, wow.
At least someone did their job.
I mean, it wasn't even doing a job. It was just like, fuck, this guy's bleeding because of me. My helmet came off and hit him in the
This
face.
guy's the safety officer. better help
Better
him
go
out.
make sure. But yeah, that was hands down the scariest moment. And it was like maybe 30 seconds. Like it wasn't even like anything that went on for a long period of time. All I remember though was like my chief screaming into the radio, "Shut the fucking hose off!" And this guy, like I said, is huge and he's got this deep voice, and it was just,
It's
that was,
not our homes.
no, literally. And then of course it started downpouring right after that. We're like, yeah,
Naturally.
cool. So it's like there wasn't even time to dry off, and it's like 3:00 in the morning too. We're like, yeah, this is great.
Sounds like a good time.
Oh yeah, but you know what? We got right back into it. He got his eye patched up, and we kind of got our bearings and went right back in.
It's determination. Dedicated,
That's it.
determined,
That's
dependable.
what it was.
Yep.
Yeah. It's the fire department.
Yep.
Our little small town fire department that we get like maybe 10 calls a year.
Worth it though.
It really is. I love being a firefighter. Like, I kind of wish that I wasn't stupid and, like, got 3 degrees. Because then I would have just became a career firefighter.
Is there like a living in that?
Oh, yeah. Like, you can go work.
Really?
Yeah, like, go to Saratoga Fire. Fuck yeah.
Hmm.
Like, that's your job. It's kind of like EMTs. Like, you can actually be a volunteer or you can be a
Like-
paid.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
No.
Yeah.
I was always wondering how that worked. I was like, there's no way everybody's just a volunteer EMT
Well, look at
or firefighter.
FDNY. FDNY, I don't think you can actually volunteer for them. I'm pretty sure it's all paid.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to go to the academy and things like that. It's
Right.
kind of like police. You have to go to an academy. Whereas, like, even me, I have to take state mandated classes
Mm-hmm.
just to even be a volunteer, which I'm glad that I do. And it's encouraged to take as many as you can because you can never learn too much and policies are always changing. So you really want to make sure that you're staying on top of things. Because, like, one of the big things that my department pushes for right now is, like, skin cancer because they're finding, like, when you take your hood off, it rests around your neck. Well, you're having all that shit that you are taken out of a burning building and it's just sitting on your neck. So now they're actually seeing, like, firefighters have skin cancer around their neck because it's just that simple thing. And, like, you would have never known that 20 years ago.
Right.
And then you look at, like, 40 years ago, people were going in there without even packs on. And now they're getting lung cancer. Like, there's just so much that you need to learn.
Just send it.
It's just constant learning.
It'd be me. I'd be like, it takes like way too long to put that pack on. I'm just gonna send it.
It
I'll just
doesn't,
hold
though.
my breath.
It doesn't. You're fine.
Going in. Get like 3 feet in the door and just collapse.
That's
Pass out.
what would happen.
Yeah. And because you can't
Like
breathe.
it like sucks the air out of you.
It does.
Like with fire. Like it doesn't like you.
Well,
you don't
just-
just like not have air. It also like pulls it out of you. Like
Yeah.
when you exit, it's like gone.
Well, just think, like, you're standing next to a fire and all of a sudden you have that smoke hit you.
Think
It's
of that
literally what it is,
confined in a
but it's
room.
just constant, and it's rough. Even with the mask on, like, you still you get that smell.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh,
Your body like knows what's up.
yeah,
It's like, no, you shouldn't be doing this.
no. It goes
What?
into that fight or flight.
Want to check those temperatures? Where we at?
You're at
146.
Getting close.
Yep. You want to call this one?
Yeah, we can call it.
All right. We're going to call it. We'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.